What is up, everybody? I hope you guys had a wonderful day today. What's today, Tuesday? With each passing day, though, comes the best time of the year. And it really is. When you get to spend time with loved ones, families, oh my God, nothing beats that. I'm not too big on Thanksgiving, but Christmas, you know, whatever I have, whatever I could give, it definitely beats receiving. I look back on it because I was such a spoiled little shit, and like even to this day, I still have a guilty conscience for my spoiled ass ways when I was a little kid. My poor mom. She was just probably wanted to just strangle me, but I had to have, the Jordans. I had to have freaking, the Sega CD or everything that I seen, and here she is, a single mother. Of course, she had a great job, working at IBM, and she provided for, both me and my brother. But I always think that the older child usually gets it a little bit more rough than the younger. Um, she says, my brother would, like, she made him work, but with me, I think what really helped is one when I uh, had the injury on my leg that really supplemented me ever really having to work throughout high school. But she wanted me to work anyways, just to you know learn the responsibilities of working. Um, and two, going to the school that I went to and having to keep your grades up in order to play football, in order for me to be at that school for free. So, with those two in line, it really, it really helped because I think if I grew up with just relying on that money and the money alone and didn't throw it in, mutual funds, I would have probably just gone through it all and been a little shit, buying this, buying that, buying unnecessary crap. I mean, I'm one of those people that, I'm getting better at it, but if I have money in my pocket, it like the old saying that she always tells me is it's like burning a hole in your pocket. Like you can't wait to spend it on whatever, whatever you fancy. You see, some comic book or, something, and you get it and it really doesn't have much value, return value. So not the comic books, at least not those. I mean, you do have return value if you decide to, go and sell them. But I've, yeah, I really appreciate the type of mom I have. She is amazing. Playing the role of father and mother. I mean, yeah, no one beats a mama. Nobody does. And whenever I'm in a relationship, they're like, "Oh, you mama's boy. That's why you're so nice." I'm like, probably. You know, my mom taught me how to treat a lady. Or you're supposed to treat a lady. And, there's no other way around it. Like I had mentioned on here before, like I cannot fathom how a man asks a woman or expects a woman to give his ass money. Now, when I was spoiled, I was a little kid. That's, quite different than being a grown ass man and asking, someone that you're dating or someone that you're with, whatever, for money. Like I didn't even do that with my own wife, ex-wife. Like I was scared shitless when I was giving her my money that was going into our mutual checking account, which shockingly I got a card for. But you better believe, she probably had some stipulation on there that I had to have a PIN number or something in order to withdraw the money. The card she gave me was probably just a front, to say like, oh, see, here's our checking account card. But every payday, give me your money. And I'll give her this. She did help get the credit score up a lot higher, but she also fucking tanked it bad. And when you don't know that people are stealing your identity, for those of you out there who've had their identity stolen through credit card fraud, things like that, trust me, I understand everything that you guys are going through, and people just do not realize how much of a headache and how big of a pain in the ass it is to just, get back on track. You know, I had, going through the divorce process and all that, I was sad because, I wasn't able to be around my baby or my dog 24/7 like I, was so used to. And that was what was important to me, was being around my dog and my baby. And, um, now that that was changing, I was like, I got to find new hobbies. I got to do this. I got to do that. So I got into acrylic painting. Then I got into um, a lot of other things, but I've always been an audio fanatic. So I had bought some Sono products, like the speaker, the front speaker, the long one, the subwoofer, and I had two number ones on the sides and then two number threes when they used to manufacture them in the back. And I mean, it sounded, just awesome, awesome in here. And then I thought to myself, like, I don't want to go and drop like 3, 4 grand on a TV. I'll just drop, I'll put in, even though I'm going to pay a lot more in interest, I'll just make it a payment plan. I have a secure job at the time, this and that. And, everything will be good. And so I go into Best Buy and I buy this, I look at this LG OLED, and LG makes some sick ass TVs. I mean, you put them next to Sony's. I mean, anything with Sony on it, that's an OLED or remotely close is about 10 grand. I mean, they're as much as a freaking car. You put it right next to an LG, and LG is, in my opinion, they're rocking the market. They're killing it. Um, Samsung does a little bit of gimmicky stuff, like the QLED. Rather than making the darks of the darks, like OLED does, each and every single pixel is its own light source instead of backlighting, which a lot of people, I don't have to go through all the, hoopla of how a screen works. Like the screen that I'm using now, each and every pixel is individually lit and not lit, if that makes sense. Same thing on an OLED. Every single pixel has it, its own lighting source. So when you see the darks, when you see the blacks, like I remember, putting in a movie, wanting to watch something before it came on. I mean, it looked like the TV was completely off. I mean, it was just black as black. Or Sony, or excuse me, Samsung concentrated on the whites, making it lighter. And they always try new things. They tried the curved TV, which had, shitty viewing angles if you were too far off, to the side. Say you're at a Super Bowl party and you, like, at the end of the seat, like, I like being at the end of the seat, being able to rest my arm up on something, but I don't want to have to be leaning in like this just to watch, the game, and the glare on it was awful. I mean, the Samsung, they make some good products, but compare them to LG, it's night and day. But I remember going there and then giving them, saying, yeah, let me go ahead and sign up for a Best Buy card. I'm going to go in and get this. I'd already bought the Sonos stuff, anyways, and was just in the process of hooking it all up. And since it's all, through your network, it's quite easy. And then they come back and he's like, it didn't go through. And I'm like, what? What do you mean it didn't go through? I'm like, shit, my credit score is like 850. And I mean, this poor, young man has probably heard 1,000 times when people don't get approved. But I'm like, for real, like, what the hell do you mean it didn't go through? Like, can you, like, double check it again? He's like, I ran it a couple of times. I'm like, what the fuck? And so I'm racking it up in my head. And of course, it takes me a while to finally get it. I'm like, I bet you any goddamn money. And so I had to wait on my TV for like 2 months. And I had my Sonos stuff just sitting here. I was able to connect it to the Bluetooth, which was awesome. Got to jam out. with that. But when I finally got it, I mean, that thing is about as, I'd say, what, maybe, no, maybe a little bit more, maybe about that thick, maybe, maybe thinner. But I mean, you touching it felt like it was going to like break or bend or snap. I mean, I loved that TV, but gave it away as a gift. So now I just watch everything through this giant ass monitor. But anyways, I digressed a lot. Thank you guys who watched any videos I posted yesterday. It was my 1 year anniversary for being on YouTube, and during that 1 year, I've had a lot of fun and cool learning experiences. I've had several big name bands. I mean, Angels and Airwaves, like they're freaking incredible. They recommended my channel. Same with Scary Pool Party people. Um, had a couple more, well known names that recommended my channel and was blown away. Um, I love when I see comments in videos that I make that have either something to do with what I'm posting, or if they want to troll me, that's fine. I still get involved in the conversations whenever I can. And the giveaways. Now, I've only done one giveaway because only one person participated, and she received her Wi Fi 6 router, Netgear Nighthawk, with five, it had the five antennas on it. God, I'm missing the freaking model number. But yeah, I said, hey, this is up for grabs for anybody who wants to try out this competition, and she was the only one who did. So by rule, she won it, and I told her, hey, however you feel comfortable me sending it, if you want it sent to a PO box or church or rec center or something, I don't know, wherever you feel comfortable. Because I know, some people may feel uncomfortable having it sent straight to their house since we're strangers. Uh, but yeah, even if I told you I have no need for your address, I don't expect people to be like, oh, okay, well, here in that case. But just know when I do have, on like, I will continue to have, online little competitions where I'll, ask, questions that aren't very easy to look up online and give you the answer right away. Um, snippets of songs or movies, what's this to or what's that to. And the next one I'm going to be giving away a 1080p uh, stream webcam, 30 frames per second, I believe it is. It's a Logitech, brand spanking new, never been opened, or a Ring 3 door camera. I have the Nest set up that I need to get off my lazy ass and install. But no, just thank each and every one of you guys for, even subscribing to me. I've had shout outs from South America, which is awesome, especially awesome from South Africa. I mean, that is cool as heck that it reached that far. So thank you guys um, who give me props, who give me credits from South Africa. I truly, truly appreciate it. Uh, Ireland, which are those are my people as well. When I found out that I'm half Irish, Welsh, Scottish, Irish, and Welsh, I was like, hey, now those are my people as well. I don't know how it happened, but hey, it happened. Um, and I know my mom didn't cheat because I look just like my dad and my uncles. We all have the same kind of look, just gorgeous. But anyway, no, I'm joking. No, but in all seriousness, from the UK, from all these different places around the world, that shows you a percentage on your analytics, and it's like, wow, no doubt, like that is so cool that your reach can actually go that far. That people are choosing to watch this video more often than other times. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. Sometimes your subscribers just stay at the certain level for a little bit, and then sometimes it'll jump. Um, I don't say it every single time, like, like and subscribe. Um, but when I look at my new viewers who come in and check out my videos as opposed to, my older ones, like new viewers way outweigh, your subscribers. So for you new viewers, you got to let me know, like, what do I do to get your vote? And what I mean by that is, what do I do to get you to subscribe? Describe. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's been a long day. Subscribe. Um, Leave me a comment. Hit me up. Let me know. What type of things do you enjoy? Because this channel, while it is a reaction or a review, I love talking about music since, look at my handle. Retired music executive reacts. Um, now that I'm in the movie industry, I could also talk a little bit about what I know about the music industry, which I'm still learning as it is at this moment right now, learning something new every day. In March, I'm going to go out and buy a sick ass camera and start, shooting some of my own material. Don't want to be, I'm not trying to take away anybody's views or trying to take away, when I review something or react to something. I always say, give that content creator some props and, show them some love. Donate to them if you can. And I highly encourage that. I certainly don't ask for it, um, because that's what they put together. And a lot of the times you're gonna hear the stories in multiple ways. I know there are plenty of times that Mike O from that chapter has covered a story, and then Mr. Ballin will have the same story like maybe a few weeks later. So there's only so many stories, and especially when it comes to the weird, uh, unexplainable type of stories like David Politis's Missing 411. Um, all those, you could tell them in so many ways. So, anyways, this video was essentially wanting to say thank you guys. And, hold on, I'm sorry here. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to thank you guys who actually watched my first, uh, the very, very first upload I ever did. I redid it last night, and it was 1 year ago to the day that I had created my profile. So this is just a thank you for watching it. And believe me, I will be back here within the next 5 minutes with another reaction to a great content creator. So until that time, peace.